In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NCAAF matchups, and I'll break them all down with free winning picks so you can bet smarter and win bigger. But first, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell so you get our picks the second they drop, because when the lines move, the early birds cash in. And if you want the full winning sport picks experience, head over to wspicks.com and check out our VIP packages, or grab a free consultation with one of our professional sports consultants for the sharpest edge you'll find anywhere. That's where the real plays live. We are your bookmaker's worst nightmare. These are the games we're hammering, the ones the books can't afford you to bet. This is winning sport picks. The free picks are about to drop, and they're coming in hot. Let's start with Buffalo and Central Michigan, a tight MAC matchup that always brings chaos. The spread has Buffalo catching +4.5, while Central Michigan lays -4.5. What's fascinating here is that both sides have shown massive variance week to week, and that inconsistency makes this number tricky for casual bettors. Historically, when Buffalo plays in November conference games as a road dog of less than a touchdown, they cover at a high rate because of how their style shortens possessions. Central Michigan, on the other hand, tends to struggle putting teams away, and that's why you see their spreads tighten in the second half of the season. The total's sitting around 43.5 to 44.5, and that's the key indicator of tempo. Odds makers aren't expecting fireworks, meaning every possession matters. Lower totals favor underdogs who can chew clock, and that's exactly the spot Buffalo thrives in. I like Buffalo +4.5 to hang inside the number, and I'm leaning under 44.5 with both teams playing conservative and grinding for field position. Next, we shift to Miami, Ohio, and Toledo, one of those sneaky midweek matchups that the Sharps love because of volatility. Toledo sits as the short favorite at -3.5. Miami's catching +4.5 depending on your book, and both money lines are hovering near -170 on Toledo and +150 on Miami. That tells you everything. The market expects a coin flip but leans toward the more consistent quarterback play and defense Toledo brings, but this is a psychological game more than anything. Toledo has been a covering machine as a small favorite, but Miami has been undervalued in revenge spots, especially at home. The total around 45 screams balance. Both teams can score but prefer control. Historically, MAC unders hit at a higher clip when the total is under 47, especially on weekday slates because of weather, lighting, and slower starts. It's a grind fest matchup where turnovers will decide it. I'm taking Toledo -3.5 to escape late with a field goal margin, and I like under 45 with both teams leaning on field position battles. Now to wrap it up, we've got UMass and Northern Illinois, the kind of matchup that makes bettors second-guess themselves. Northern Illinois is laying -10.5, while UMass is catching +11. These are the games where the line movement tells the story. Sharp money comes in early on the dog, then trickles back to the favorite when confidence builds around late-game stability. Northern Illinois has been strong at home in November, covering consistently against bottom-tier defenses, and UMass fits that exact profile. The Minutemen give up long drives, they struggle on third down, and that's the recipe for blowouts in cold weather conference games. The total sits near 43.5, and that's crucial. Unders in MAC games with double-digit spreads have been hitting at over 60% historically because the winning team milks the clock once they establish control. I'm backing Northern Illinois -10.5 and under 43.5 in what should be a slow, methodical beatdown. Now listen to me, those are the free picks, but the one game I am unloading on tonight, the game that's going to crush your bookie's soul, that's the VIP play of the day at wspicks.com. This is the nuke, the hammer, the max bet, the one play I've circled, the game that will bury your bookmaker 6 feet under. When it hits, and it will, your bookie is going to need a doctor, a lawyer, and maybe even a priest. If you want to ride with me on the biggest bet of the day, get to wspicks.com right now. Quick recap of the plays: Buffalo +4.5 and under 44.5, Toledo -3.5 and under 45, and Northern Illinois -10.5 with under 43.5. 3 tight strategic MAC battles where discipline and tempo control the day. This is Winning Sport Picks, where we don't just bet, we bury bookmakers. Smash that subscribe button, drop your favorite plays in the comments, and hammer that like button like you're hammering your bookie into the dirt. We're cashing, we're dominating, and tonight we're dancing on the grave of your bookmaker. Let's go!